What's going on, everybody? This is Roxrite, back at it again. Today I'm here to share with you guys a simple tutorial on advanced freeze combinations. So today's topic is basically the freeze. In breaking, the freeze is something that has been a part of the dance from its very beginnings. It is a very important part of breaking that I feel still gets overlooked. So when you look at breaking and the way that breaking was introduced to me, in its simplest way, it is a top rock, footwork, a movement, power move, and a freeze. You always have the freeze in your breaking to have an exclamation to your round or an ending point to what you're doing. So it completes the full story and it ends up with some kind of period or exclamation or just something to highlight your round. In breaking today, freezes are utilized in many different ways, but not many people finish their round with freezes, which is okay. It's about how you utilize the freeze in and out of your round to emphasize or accent some of your movements that can help highlight or help certain moments stop and stand out to certain maybe parts of the song or depending on what you feel. The combination of freezes as well is important to develop in breaking because what it does is it helps you create different looking movements besides the typical circular motions that we do a lot in our footwork or power moves. With freezes, you're able to create many different patterns and angles, and you're able to zigzag your body in many different ways, specifically playing when you're going from top to bottom and playing with different levels. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how is it that I can hold my freezes or just stick my freezes out of so many different movements? That is something that comes with practice and it takes time to develop. I think a lot of people look at freezes as just something that you're supposed to do, but people don't try to push their boundaries and be creative with the combinations or the freezes that they utilize. A lot of people in today's breaking feel that for you to have original freezes, you need to be flexible. Everybody keeps pushing themselves to the most flexible freeze, and sometimes the most flexible freeze may not look the dopest. It might actually look kind of whack and corny. So it's not necessarily always about pushing yourself that far out that you forget different ways to utilize freezes and create different forms or techniques, or even different ways to just utilize a simple freeze within the way that you're moving. So there's ways, of course, to make that stand out and make it look better. One of the first parts that I'm going to share with you guys today and the build up for the tutorial is to understand how to work on freezes. So the first half of this, what I want you to do is I want you to pick your freezes, basically anything from a handstand to an elbow freeze, to a head freeze, to a chair or baby freeze. And what I want you to do, each freeze, you have to hold between 3 to 5 seconds. The reason that I say for that long, you can actually do it longer if you want, but it's just enough time for you to show control and understand your balance point. So what you do is you hold the freeze, then from there you're able to understand and find your balances, and also develop some kind of form, get comfortable in the position. That way you'll know that you can do it whenever you want and be able to just hold it however you want. Also, when you're in the freeze, you should be able to decide where you want to go from there. So this is why it is important to be able to hold each freeze by itself. I feel that a lot of people in breaking overlook that part, and a lot of people rush in and out of their freezes, which doesn't really allow you to highlight the freeze as much as you would want to. So the problem is that a lot of people don't really learn the freeze by itself. When you do power moves, people usually utilize the power move in full control. Everybody that develops a backspin, a headspin, a windmill, what you're doing is you're learning the move individually, you're mastering the move by itself. So you actually understand the speed and control that goes behind it and the power that you're actually utilizing to build up speed. The same thing is for freezes. You have to practice each freeze by itself. You shouldn't be rushing in and out of your freezes. You should understand the position of each freeze. That way you can know how to use it from any given position or whatever transition you want to utilize to highlight a specific freeze. The next part of this tutorial, what I'm going to do is share with you guys an advanced combination of freezes. Alright guys, so for today's tutorial, what you're doing is playing with different levels of freezes from the bottom to the top. What you're going to do first is starting with either a chair freeze or a baby freeze or any kind of freeze that you feel comfortable doing in the staff position. Your staff position is here, so you pick either a baby, anything you feel comfortable with. So you do a chair, reverse chair. From there, you're going to combine it to go up but through levels. So one step at a time would be chair, air baby, handstand, air baby, check. So what you're doing is you're taking your time, so you should actually try and go first freeze, hold second freeze, start over, first freeze, second freeze, third freeze, till you feel comfortable going up. This is going to take a lot more strength and coordination for yourself to be able to pick it up and go on with the combination. You got to understand your air baby to handstand as well. So you're going to want to play with each level first. So you're going to maybe want to start here or here and understand how to go to your air baby on your opposite hand. Same thing goes for the right side. Remember, you gotta have your balance, find your comfort. Be here, cross, air baby. So going from weak to strong, what you're doing is you're playing with levels, but also you're learning how to build up momentum to throw a move out of that freeze. So if you're in a chair freeze and you want to throw a move, you can go into some kind of power move or go to the next freeze. The other part you're going to have to learn and really practice is just being in the air baby and going up. The trick here is the back leg. It's going to be here. It's already high up. It's up here, so you're just going up with the left leg that's hanging in the air. It's already high enough to push your body up. It takes a little bit of strength, of course, a little bit of patience, but you should be working on just being able to stand in that position, go up and back down to be able to combine all three freezes on all three levels. For those of you that are uncomfortable or are only one-sided, it is important to work on both sides, of course, but to do this exercise without having to go on opposite hands or weak hands, then you can start off on the same hand that you feel comfortable in. So, for example, I'll start with my left, go here, air baby, handstand. So you're able to play and take advantage of your strengths. So if that's what your strong points are, that's what you do, but you're able to elevate through levels. So down, air baby, handstand, air baby, down. For those of you guys that have been tuning in, I just want to say thank you. I hope this tutorial helps you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.